Hi, I'm Charlie, and this is my mom.
Hi, I'm Kameron Klosterman.
And we went on a trip this October to Southeast Asia.
One of our biggest goals was to be a blessing to our ministry partners and to be there to support them and to love them. And so on this trip, we particularly spent a lot of time loving and supporting and encouraging and just spending time with them and bringing them gifts and just all kinds of things to encourage and support them. And we spent a lot of time just relationally with the people that they love and trust and minister to.
I think we were there to spiritually refresh them and to give them a little bit of a break from just go, go, go to, okay, we can rest now for a second and just breathe.
So the only man on our trip was Charlie. The rest of us were ladies, and that it's the first time I had been anywhere where I had really kind of seen and experienced how differently women are treated and how slightly difficult it was to move around as a group of women and still make sure that we were wise in the decisions about what we chose to do. That was shocking to me. That was the biggest culture shock for me, but it also gave me a phenomenal insight, I think, into what the women there deal with, but also because of what the women there deal with, how ripe they are for the gospel. I think everybody should participate in a mission trip, and I think everybody who's able should do it with their family. Once their kids are able and old enough to participate, because it teaches our kids so many things. They are not the center of the universe. There are cultures that are different than theirs. I think it shows us part of how creative and beautiful God is, that He makes a world where everything is not like the world that they know. So the two main religions that are faith groups that we encounter were Hinduism and Islam. There are, by far, the vast majority of the country is Hindu, and that is the favored religion. Any other religion is seen as not belonging here, outsiders. Even from a government perspective, they are not interested in having not only Christianity but other faiths as well. But one of the other groups that we encountered quite a bit was Muslims, and the reason we encountered Muslims, or former Muslims, is because that has been one of the groups that our ministry partners have had kind of success with, because they are the lowest of the low in Southeast Asia, because they are a minority in this area. And so they've had excellence. They have difficulty finding jobs and moving up in social status and finding spouses and all those kinds of things. And so that's been a great outlet for our ministry partners, is to reach out to the Muslim minority. I think the important part for me related to the local church and the global church is just seeing how God replicates the local church all over the world, and it looks different in every single place, and still yet in every single place people are together, loving each other, supporting each other, helping each other grow, and helping hold each other accountable. And that is the case in every local church I've ever seen, no matter what language they speak, no matter how many people are there, no matter what their music sounds like, no matter whether they have electricity or not. They're there as a support to each other. And it also, I think, seeing that level of commitment and support in the midst of a lack of resources just helps draw me back to the true purpose of our local church, and how much we should be dedicated to individual people and support and encouraging each other and our small groups and those kinds of things, especially considering how many resources we have.
I think one of the biggest things that it showed me was that, you know, even if they have a bad day, even if they wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you know, they get up and they serve Jesus no matter how they feel, and they're there on a purpose. And I think it kind of shows that sometimes we can get lazy and we can get up and not want to do something. And just because of the resources we have, we can just be like, no, I don't want to do this today. And I think it shows how dedicated they are and how dedicated we should be because of that.